Welcome to Shaker Heights High School. You're officially a freshman and you should be so excited. It may seem nerve-wracking now, but this video should hopefully ease some of your concerns about the upcoming year you have at the high school. We went around the high school and asked kids who are sophomores, juniors, and seniors what they wish they had known when they were freshmen. We're going to share their advice with you.
Okay, when I was a freshman, I wish that I knew the layout of the school better.
When you walk through the front doors of the high school, the main hallway is right in front of you. To the right of that is the main office, which contains all of the guidance counselors' offices and the principal's office. If you're looking at your schedule and the room number starts with a 1, then that room is on the first floor. For example, room 103 is on the first floor. If you look at your schedule and the room number starts with a 2, then it's on the second floor, and if it starts with a 3, then it's on the third floor. If the room number starts with a 0, then it's in the basement. Freshman orientation, you'll be given your schedule, which will also consist of your locker number. You will have this locker for the next 4 years. They don't change yearly. The combination will also stay the same. While having a locker is convenient, most students decide that they want to carry all of their books in a backpack, which is allowed in the high school, unlike in the middle school. Most of your textbooks are allowed to stay at your house, and when you do need them for school, your teachers will let you know ahead of time so you don't have to carry the textbooks around daily. There are 2 main staircases in the school. There is one up staircase in which you're only allowed to go upstairs, and there's a down staircase in which you're only allowed to go downstairs. Besides those 2 staircases, there are 5 more throughout the school where you're allowed to go either way. When you begin to learn the layout of the school, you'll notice that classrooms are organized based on the subject taught in the class. We have a math wing, a science wing, a history wing, and an English wing. All of the art classrooms are in the basement, and all the languages are on the 3rd floor. While the high school may seem really big to you right now, once you learn your schedule and figure out where your classes are, you'll realize that you're only in about half of the school each day, and that doesn't change from day to day. The high school has an open campus for juniors and seniors, which means that when they don't have a class or when they're on their lunch break, they're allowed to leave the school grounds. Freshmen and sophomore are not allowed to leave, but it's something to look forward to when you're older. Even though freshmen can't leave during lunch, we have a really nice patio outside where you are allowed to eat or spend free time.
When you choose your classes for freshman year, the levels that you choose kind of help you set a path for the rest of your high school career.
When making your schedule, how do freshmen pick which level classes to take?
We get a lot of feedback from the middle school teachers, and we look at their grades over time throughout their history, at their test scores. We have them fill out some things about what their favorite classes are, what kind of things they're interested in, and we try to put them at the level that they should be at, but also challenge them a little bit more. So if they're on the borderline, I'm always going to suggest to take it up a notch.
When I was a freshman, I wish I took more honors classes.
What are some of the classes that I will be taking freshman year, and what levels will they be offered in?
When you're a freshman, you have to take world history or global studies. We learn about the world, we learn about different regions of the world. It's a pretty cool class.
Freshman year, you have to take CP Global Studies as the only class offered, but as you get older, there will be different levels of classes. There's AP World, AP Euro, but then there's also just the honors classes, the US History and the Global Studies. There are also a variety of level of science classes. There's AP, Honors, and CP.
We offer 4 courses for 9th graders coming into the building. One is the 9 Honors Math. You would enter this course if you're planning on taking BC Calculus by your senior year. Another level course we offer is Geometry Honors. This has a lot of endpoints for you, anything from the AB Calculus to AP Statistics or even the IB new offering courses. We also offer Algebra 1 Honors and Algebra 1 CP, and these courses could lead you all the way up to math functions in your senior year.
9th graders come into the high school and they take Art Exploration, which is the course offered for freshmen. And after Art Exploration, that helps them go on to drawing, graphic design, jewelry, ceramics, digital photography, and any of those courses are available to 10th, 11th, and 12th graders.
You have the option to take AP classes as soon as sophomore year. Besides AP classes, you're now able to take IB classes, which is the International Baccalaureate program, starting in your junior year.
So I took IB for the past 2 years and I loved it. I would definitely encourage you to take it if you're interested in really picking your own classes and really finding yourself in school. It's an option that really allows you to be creative and flexible, and it's definitely a really cool thing to try if you want to take advantage of your education early on.
The best part of freshman year was taking German.
Okay, Klasse! Guten Tag! Guten Tag! Wie geht's? What can we say about high school? German is an opportunity, I think, to really use your language. We have a sister city in Goslar where we take students every single summer. You can study for a semester or a year if you want to. So I think German would be a great choice for language learning at the high school.
When I was a freshman, I wish I would have known that freshman year actually matters.
When I ask my seniors, the one piece of advice that they would give to my freshmen, they always say, I wish I had taken my freshman year more seriously and I wish I had done better my freshman year.
I know I have 4 years to think about it, but what do colleges look for on your application?
First of all, your academics, your GPA, what type of classes you're taking, what kind of test taker you are.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew that if I put a lot of effort into my work and actually talk to my teachers, they're very willing to help you succeed and they only want to see you succeed.
I think the biggest difference between middle school students and high school students is probably the amount of dedication to the academics. I think sometimes my middle school students get caught in, I don't have to do homework, or I don't have to do that, I don't have to work as hard because it doesn't matter or it doesn't count. Where in actuality it does matter and it does count. I think all of the skills that you learn at the middle school are skills that you build upon here once you get to the high school. And I think that many times there is much more work here, and in order to succeed, you can get to where you want to be 4 years later, you need to make sure that you take advantage of your freshman year. Starting having a good solid basis your freshman year.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew to set up a good bond with your guidance counselor.
On the first day of school, communicate with your friends. Find out who's going to be eating the same time as you and plan on sitting with them. Don't be afraid to walk into the cafeteria alone. Everyone has done it. No one will be mean to you.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew the consequences of fighting in school.
Freshman, I wish I knew how competitive sports are.
I play field hockey and lacrosse, and I encourage all freshmen to definitely play sports because it helps you to get to know all the people on the team.
Shaker sports are awesome. The hockey team, which I played on and won states with, it's really a great way to get involved in the school and kind of provide a structure for your high school experience. You meet new people and get involved in a team atmosphere.
What would you say the biggest difference is between 8th grade and freshman year?
I think there's the pressure of the academics, whether in knowing what you want to be when you grow up. They're now saying that teenagers your age, you may have up to 10 different careers. So just getting you ready for life, I think, is a lot of pressure early on, along with putting up with a lot of social pressure, whether it's academic, whether it's peer pressure, whether it's social network. There's just a lot of pressure.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew how important it was to have good friends coming into high school.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew to join more clubs.
The Student Group on Race Relations is the biggest extracurricular activity at Shaker Heights High School. We have 250 members, and they all belong to smaller groups that get together each week to discuss issues of diversity and difference. Each team also goes into every 4th and 6th grade classroom in the district to lead activities to investigate diversity and discuss teamwork and how to work well together in small groups. To try out for SCORE, you have to be a freshman or a new student to the district. Look for signs around the high school. Tryouts are in early September. You come to the cafeteria one day after school and you have a discussion in a small group for about 1 hour. You fill out a brief application and we accept about 60 applicants each year. If you're interested, please talk to any person that you see around the school wearing a SCORE shirt, or you can stop into room 227, which is the SCORE office, and ask me any questions you have about the process.
So KICKIT's an organization that raises money for pediatric cancer research, and at the high school for the last 3 years there's been an event that was started by Nora O'Connell and Claire Levin, and we've continued it to the 3rd year, and basically it's just a kickball tournament that invites a lot of students and clubs to make teams, and then they play and they pay $5 to play, and then it's basically a kickball tournament, and whoever
wins. And so this year we had 200 students participate and I think 20 staff members. And we also opened it up to the community on the turf field, so we had a lot of parents and little kids come through. We sold concessions and we also had the game itself. We sold t-shirts and we had a ton of bake sales. So we did a lot of fundraising over the course of 4 weeks leading up to a big football game.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew more about the electives.
But when you're a senior, you have a choice to take a senior elective, and you should take criminology. We learn about the criminal justice system, law enforcement.
To end our video, we'd like to give you one piece of advice that we hope you'll consider as a freshman.
Everything. Don't be afraid. I think that's the biggest advice I could give is don't have regrets. That would be my advice. Don't have regrets.